Alright, so the project at hand here, we're going to be swapping out the tracks on this Bobcat MT85. You can see these tracks are pretty worn down, not really much left to them. We're going to be upgrading to these non-marking Bobcat tracks. We use this a lot on sidewalks and driveways. We don't want to be scuffing up the concrete. So we're going to be swapping out both of them. Here's some of the tools I'm going to be using. I got jack stands. I got 2 wooden blocks here, about 8x8. A 9/16 ratcheting wrench. You can use a regular wrench or even a socket if you have one. I got a 1/2-inch ratchet and 1.5-inch socket. We got a big pry bar here, and we got our new tracks. So I'll do a little step-by-step walking through how to change these. I have not done one of these yet on the MT85. I've done these multiple times on the larger equipment, T190, T250, T650. So this is going to be new for me. So stay tuned. I guess we'll see how this works here. We got our 2 blocks here in the back, right there, 1 on each side. We have a jack stand up underneath the middle, so if the arms start to lose hydraulic pressure, the whole machine won't float down on us. This is how I normally do it with my full-size machines. This might be a little different for this machine. I guess we'll see if I ever make any changes. Grease tensioner like most machines. This machine uses basically a big nut here. This is what makes your adjustment. So when they come from the factory, and this is how it should be used, to keep the track tight, you put this spacer plate on here. I already took it off, but then you got a 9/16 headed nut here that goes in there to keep this from turning. So that comes out with your 9/16. This plate comes off, and then you got to turn that big socket. Should start to bring the back out, or bring the back in. That locks the track tensioner on. It's using a 9/16 ratcheting wrench. You can use a 9/16 wrench or just a regular socket and ratchet from 9/16. Once you get that plate off, you can use this 1/2-inch ratchet with this 1.5-inch socket on there to take the tension off the track so we can get the old track off. See, now he's got his big wrench in there. He's going to turn that clockwise to loosen the track, which he's going counterclockwise. Pretty effed up. Clockwise facing the front of the machine, that is. And what we're going to be watching is pretty much right this slider here. We're going to be watching that. We want that to start going that way, and for this whole back roller to start going with it. I'm not really impressed with these MT85 undercarriages on a level of multiple things. This bottom roller, we got to pull this out to get this tension to go all the way in. And that's kind of a horrible design in my opinion. Plus, every single one of these rollers, how many is there? There's 5 rollers across the bottom and 2 idlers on each end. All those rollers have grease fittings on them, which you need 2 people in order to be able to get the grease fittings even around. You got one guy to operate it back and forth, and the other guy to find them and dig them out. Granted, they do put 2 on at least the bottom rollers, but that still is just a terrible design, and for that to get maintained is pretty much impossible unless you know what you're doing. While the track's loose, you gotta put the...
Cut. Let's do it again. Come on. Let's take it from the top. Ready, go.
Alright, on this particular machine, we have the wide track option. So we got about a 9-inch track. So what they do, in order to keep, well, people who want the slim track, this is your stock width here. They put this big spacer plate on the outside, and they pretty much move everything out for you. You'd have the wide track on there. So, and they say that when you want to go from narrow track to wide track, you need to put a big plate on there, an adapter. This machine definitely requires that. All right, let's go, Dan. Alright, so I'll talk about that roller we couldn't get out. This is where that one roller goes that we had to pull out. What happens is, when you go to collapse this track all the way back in, this roller's in the way. So you got to pull it out. And when you go to put it back in now, you got to push it out just enough that we can hold up. We got to put the roller in there first. I mean, I'm talking about this. So, you basically got to put this roller in some clean grease. Just gonna lather that up. And that, we're just gonna grease them up just so they stick. That's all we're looking for. Here they are on the MT85. They might not be the best looking thing, but I think they're going to serve a lot more functionality to us than the Black Tracks did. Way more tread, so less slipping around and sliding. And the non-marking part is the biggest piece. But thanks for watching.